Hey guys, Mozu and Negron Tech here, and today I'm bringing you another keyboard video, this time featuring the GMMK Pro. Now let's be honest, buying the overpriced GMMK Pro in 2024 is not the smartest move. Absolutely elite budget boards such as the Tofu, the Neo, the Alu 75, and many others exist. So why buy Glorious's GMK Pro? For me, I recently just sold my ROG Azoth, which is my other 75% layout, and really the reason why I sold it, although I love the board, I hate armoury crate, so having half the features with the OLED screen just kind of wasn't worth it. I decided to get rid of it. I needed another 75% keyboard, and I wanted to get it from Microcenter. Because Microcenter also has their in-house Holy Pandas that I actually wanted to look at and test. So I'm like, hey, if I go to Microcenter, let me buy my next 75% from there as well. I was able to get this discounted. I got the GMK Pro for $121, so really not that bad at all. It probably should be around 100 to 120, I think, base, the bare bones kit. The theme for this Pro build was going to try to make a THOCKY key for once. I don't have a lot of experience with keyboards, no more than 7 builds under my belt right now, but it's a really enjoyable hobby, so I'm always trying new things and trying to get better at building these keyboards. I normally go for more creamy keyboards, and I normally don't lean towards the heavy tactiles. I'm normally like a linear guy, but I figure, hey, let me get at least one, like, try to get a THOCKY keyboard. This build features some common mods. Tape mod, of course, 2 layers. Switchpad mod from ROG, just got them from Amazon. The additional gasket strips actually come from Glorious's packaging, so I doubled up on that. There were some QC issues with the actual gaskets out of the box, so that is something to be aware of. I do have 2 other sets of stabilizers, one from Glorious and one from ROG. I might use those, we'll see. That's pretty much all the mods. I am also going to swap out the plate. I'm going to use a polycarbonate plate. I chose this over the brass plate, one because I was looking at the Neo website because I did order a keyboard from them, and if you look at, they have like a scale that goes to like THOCKY and creamy, like THOCKY clacky plates, and the polycarb leans more so the thockiness, and plus this plate was only $20 compared to a brass plate, which is like 50 or 60, which is just ridiculous, right? So for the switches, I did mention that Microcenter, their Inland brand, has their own in-house Holy Pandas. So I am going to try those. They also had in stock some Oil Kings from Gateron, which are just really, really highly regarded. So I do want a set of these just to have. Also got some baby Kangaroos because, hey, if I'm going to do some heavy tactiles, some thockiness, let me try these as well. And then also I'm going to try out Glorious's own Pandas and see how those work. Overall, I think all 4 switches sound great. The Oil Kings are not the sound profile I'm going for here, and for the Baby Kangaroos, I don't think they sound as deep as the other 2 sets of Pandas. So it's really going to come down to the 2 Pandas, right? Micro Center versus Glorious. They both sound so goddamn similar. Like, it's such a close sound profile. And again, it is subjective. For me, I am going to lean to the Glorious Pandas here. I might as well just stick all Glorious, and the sound profile is so similar that I feel like I'm not losing anything going with them. They also physically feel just a touch better. I'm sure I'll use the rest of these switches for future builds. Let's talk about the aesthetics, right? Again, I try to do a paladin theme. Warrior of the Sun without the green. Let's just say the gold. Like, the prototypical white, gold, bronze, like that paladin theme, right? I think it looks pretty good. I will say that maybe the golden yellow plate is a little bit too much. There's no contrast, and it doesn't really match at all, right? Maybe in theory it does, because, like, hey, you know, it's gold yellow. It should look good, right? But maybe actually, definitely not black. Maybe white, it would have looked better. I don't know. If it was silver, like the base that I had, like, what do you guys think? I don't know, because this isn't even white. This is silver. If this was white, maybe it'd be a little bit better. Maybe I would go with that. But because I wasted my money on this gold yellow, I'm sticking with it, even if it looks like you know what? It's growing on me. I don't know. I like it, guys. Yeah. Right. The Dark Souls DS1 Paladin theme, huh? The D&D actual base gold yellow knight in shining armor. All right. Now let's get to the typing test. Now, don't forget the F keys are Jade Blossoms. Those are pretty good, actually. Now, I would only recommend buying this keyboard if it's on sale. There's just too many other boards, like I mentioned earlier, this day and age, that sound better without the amount of work needed to mod it, and that are way cheaper. If you don't mind spending, or if the GMK Pro is on sale, then honestly, I still think you can go for it. It's a solid build, right? I do think the polycarbonate plate is a must compared to the actual stock plate. And also, if you are into flexible boards, then go ahead, you can get that flex kit as well. Although, yes, it's going to cost you extra. Now, despite the QC issues, which I think are a little bit overblown, for me, it was the gaskets. I still think it's a well-built board, and it feels really damn good, especially now. Today's probably 3 days that I've had it, and I have not dropped it yet. So it feels really, really damn good. I actually prefer it as a 75% compared to my ROG Azoth. All right, so I do want to give a couple minutes just to talk about the software. Well, hopefully less than a minute. So this is new Glorious 2.0. I actually did not mind the old software. I haven't really messed with this new one too much. But I will say that the biggest benefit of the Glorious software is that it is not offensive. What do I mean, right? If you're, I'm mostly a gamer and a PC hardware guy. Every company that has PC hardware is just trash. Like, Armoury Crate is terrible. Uh, I've, like, MSI Gigabyte, every single company, a motherboard, Control Center, they all suck. They're all massively overused. They use a crap ton of resources on the computer, and people be like, oh, well, they monitor attempts and stuff. Like, if I have HW info up, which I do have running right now, as you can see, hold on, it doesn't even show up like how much the usage is, right? So, like, that's a big thing. So what do I mean it's not offensive? Glorious software does not use a lot of resources. You can run it in the background. I don't know why you would, but you can. And, you can even have it on startup and it's not going to kill you, right? So, like, the actual software and, like, customization, you have all the options that you want with, the lighting effects. You can change it all over here. Preset effects, right? Blah, blah, blah. I like to show my keycap set. I don't really like, big fan of RGB. No biggie, change the keybinds here, right? And it's fast and it's responsive, right? So it's okay. Nothing will come close to Wooting software. That's literally the best keyboard software. Probably the best, like, software I think I've ever seen in my life. So that's pretty much it. Figure I just give a minute or so dedicated to that. That is a benefit of this board, right? So, most of the Necron Tech here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one. And again, this does get my seal of approval if it's on sale. Take care.